Beautiful beings of the universe. Hello. And basically, today I wanted to talk about, let's say, you're just feeling a bit overwhelmed. Let's say somebody is just making fun of you, or let's say you felt like you were bullied or something at school or at work, or maybe even on the street by a stranger. So there are multiple reasons. Uh, so first of all, we need to understand, in the sense, why these people come and try to like truly demean your value. First of all, the reason is that they do not have a proper system within themselves, that they understand their own traumas. So their unresolved traumas, they put it on the society in terms of people who they actually look up to. So that's very strange. But ideally, your haters want exactly to be like you. But since they do not have that skill set, they lack your style and they might copy the way you are, in fact. But that does not mean that they can truly be you, because you are a unique fingerprint of God. You are one with your own skills and talents, and nobody can try to copy that. They can try mimicking that style, but they would never ever have the thing that you got, because you are the original thing. And also understand that all of your creativity comes from the source. But your haters, what they're trying to do is they're just trying to look at you and try to mimic you and make fun of you. Understand this: they are going to do exactly what you are doing. They are on the way to understand and copy everything that you do. But at the same time, while you are doing something, they're going to laugh at you. But that's a very pity game. And I feel quite pity for them, because I understand that they are truly low value people who have got zero value system. And I'm all about, if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm all about how we can level ourselves up, how we can self improve our own self. And I do not talk about in terms of just running after the material gains of the world. I'm not saying on that lane. I'm saying, how can you self understand your own self? And if you self understand your own being, your true inner being, that's when you would be in a position to face the society and take whatever they throw at you. You are an alchemist by now, and you know precisely how to turn that around. So if somebody said just some nasty comment, or some silly thing at you, or maybe trying to laugh at you, have you seen that in public while you're going somewhere and people just be laughing for no reason? Understand that they are not friends, they are just there to gossip. And why do they gossip? Because they themselves do not have any. I can guarantee you that such people are failing in their grades, and also probably they are big time failures, because no successful or a happy or a creative being would ever try to attack somebody else. That's just never going to happen. Because somebody who's motivated, who comes from a creative space, who has got a vision in their own life, they're way too working hard to achieve that. And they do not have time to bend down and make fun of them. Hey, look at that person, look at this person. All this ridiculous things comes from people who have themselves failed in their lives, and they have totally given up on themselves. And guess what? They also want you to do the same. But we are not going to do that, because we are here so that we can self improve ourselves. In fact, it's not just about self improving, because I'm way too deep into all of this aspect. So I'll tell you, from all of my study that I have done, we need to have two aspects, right? So if you come from the more higher aspect and lane, you know that everything is one. So, in that sense, you need not truly hate the person who is hating you, because you do understand that you created that situation, and in certain way, which you do not want to take responsibility. So I say, oh, she's being mean to me, or he's being mean to me. But truly, maybe in deeper sense, it's actually, they say, like, it's your own self worthlessness which you acquired as a child. So if we see that deep level from that vision, then it's pretty easy to forgive them. But if you're coming from your own ego state, as I am this person in this name and form, and I'm here to create so and so thing, and now somebody just comes up and challenges you. So if such is the case, then at that point in time, you need to see, and you need to turn to be an alchemist. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you're at school, and somebody just mocked at you, or some situation like that. You're at family, and something wrong just happened, and you do not agree with your father on the way he devalues you, because he keeps on saying that you're not worth it, you're a loser, you're a fool. and that you're never going to get good grades, and you're not never going to get something, you're not meant to do something great, just example. Might be any other thing. Might be somebody at your work bullies you. Might be um, might be your colleague, or it might be just a random person in shopping mall at the billing counter. Can just be anybody, or maybe you're in traffic and uh, there's just some a rash driver who cuts you off. Can be anything. So all of my point is, all of these unpleasant things and scenarios that you face, how can we how can we face that? In the sense that, first of all, you need to slow down and see, in the sense, what is it that is truly being triggered in you. Now, if you have been a spiritual person and you have been studying non-duality, Advaita, and Upanishads, and lots of Rinpoches and Lamas and Gita, everything, like, all of these things. So you're not just studying it just for the sake of it. You are studying all of that so that you can truly take those lessons and implement it in your life. Now, these people, whom I'm calling as beings who do not want you to do good, are actually the test. So all this study that you have done, understand that there will be moments when you would be tested. So these are the your examination, you can say. And you must pass those tests. You must pass those tests. It's very critical. How do you do that? Is, first of all, by understanding that is just me, a state of me, which is being put to test right now. So now you have two choices. Either you lose your mind and you get in an attacking mode and you say, how dare you, and you have a street fight. Or other ways, you take it all in, and as I said, you learn to be an alchemist. And you transform all of that into your own higher self. How do you do that? See, because it's a strong energy, right? It's a very strong thing that they're trying to throw at you. And understand, they're just trying to get in your head. They're trying to break your mental space. But if you're like me, who loves Kobe Bryant, who loves Muhammad Ali, there is no way that you would be shaken. Because we are from way, way high spirit, and we are just trying to get better every single second. Because we know that it's not about a lifetime. And I'm talking in terms of our past lifetimes, and who knows about the future lifetimes. So I do not even deal with time in a matter that I need to achieve things by this and this time. No, I'm talking at a way, way deeper level. And why is that essential? Because then you let go of the burden of a racing mindset. You don't need to work with that mindset, because gradually you will wear out. And that's not going to be of any use for you. So, my point is, can you actually alchemize? Can you be an alchemist? And that's not just in terms of how somebody talks about you, how somebody looks at you. They might be giving you nasty looks, but do you really care? You do not have to, because understand that people judge others only through the lens that they wear about their own selves. And I can guarantee you this, that these people have got absolutely poor self esteem. Why else would they put layers of makeup? Because they don't feel they're worthy, they don't think they're beautiful. They wear layers of makeup and they would just try to copy somebody who they're not. And that's itself a failure and a shame in itself. And in fact, I feel pretty compassionate for those people. And that's what Buddha also said. Like, you should not hate your enemies, but you should rather have compassion for them. And why this is so? Because, see, that's how the universe operates. In the sense that what you give out, the universe multiplies it and gives it back to you. So you give hate, guess what? That person is going to have 10 more situations of failure scenarios in which they will feel disgusted with themselves. But if you, on the other hand, you have taken that hate and stayed in compassion and understand that the other person is in pain, that's why they are throwing hate on others, then you just bless them. You just pray that let there be peace, let them be also at love, at ease. And that way you're just spreading good vibes on the planet. You're just spreading who you are, and you're not trying to copy, because the first reason for failure is when you try and copy and fall down to the lower level as how the others are. You're not that. Understand that and always stay up to your own standard, because realize that when you are you may or may not even have a goal. It might just be about getting to an awakened state. You just want to realize your highest potential in this lifetime. All right, I'm just saying, in for example, in this lifetime, but way on ahead, it's all about awakening. There's no other. The only reason why you're born as a human is so that you can awaken to your true nature. The only reason why people chase after money and relationships and power and fame is only, it's only because they would turn down their lower selves into the higher self. And guess what? All this is just a journey from you not knowing who you are to who you think you will become after you have taken that journey. So whatever be your goal, it is all just a subset of the biggest massive goal, which is about knowing yourself, knowing who you are. And this is very I just felt like I should share this because I only share what I have experienced in my own life, and I only share what I feel I have gotten the message. So if I've done all these study, and I'm also self-studying myself, and watch how my mind behaves, watch how I react, and if there has been a situation wherein, again, I'm saying I did the alchemy, but truly there is no I. But these are just like the movement of energy states. So you go from a strong, pretty strong, intense energy field, which the other person throws out their negativity at you. So, well, so far you were in a zero state, right? So far you were in absolutely nil state. Absolutely nil. You are zero. Because day in and day out, if you stay into your I am state, I am, just the I am, as Nisarg Datta Maharaj says, and as I've talked about that a lot in my previous videos. So you stay at your center, that is your I am state. So you do understand you're not this body and you're not this mind. That also means you're not any sort of judgments or formations or opinions or perceptions or visions, right? So if you do realize that, you do not just realize that, you get to it through practice. Like, how did you learn ABCD when you were a baby? When you were a very little child, how did you learn the numbering system? It's only through practice. I can imagine when we were too young and we had to learn all these letters, and gradually, as we moved up from our toddler phase to learning phase, things were just too difficult. And we thought, oh, it's too difficult. How am I to understand all this? I'm too small. My brain is so small, and the world is too big. Guess what? It truly never changes, because as you are growing as an adult, and gradually you're turning older and getting towards the grave, every situation you would find yourself back into that same state wherein you say, I don't know. I don't know, how am I going to learn that? I do not know any of these things. So the point here is to do the practice. And what are you practicing? Understand that to get to a state of effortlessness, we stay with the effort. There's no way that you're going to escape that around. There's no roundabout. There's no shortcut. There is just no shortcut in this life or in afterlife or in your past life. It has never been. If you're just imagining that there is a shortcut and you would get through without work, that's not possible. And if by Wu Wei, that is the art of effortless living, yes, that state is there, but that comes through massive self-awareness. You cannot just be an animal running about, you're doing your day-to-day life without any sort of self-awareness, just doing what everybody else is doing, running around meaningless goals that you don't even know that is not your goal. That is the goal that society has set for you. That was not your goal. You were a doctor, engineer, lawyer, or a financial advisor, or whatever the hell you were, was because they told you. That was not what you wanted to do. You, on your own true level being, you just wanted to be love. You just wanted to feel love. And you just wanted to live happily. You never wanted the complex way in which the government works. You never wanted a complex system of understanding meaningless ways of how things are. Nobody's interested in that. But then you were brainwashed that you do need all these things, though you actually need none of them. And it's only a powerful person who has got the right insight, who's got a lot of self awareness, and not just basically, you do not have to cheat your own self, because see, you can cheat the rest of the world. To your own self, you cannot cheat. So, to be clear in your intentions, again, that needs practice, because we do not know what do we truly want. So, you need to sit with your own self. You need to be really quiet. And there'll be people who will try to get your attention, who will just try to disturb you. Stay at your center. That is a test. That's why focus is so important. If you're distracted by this meaningless, monotonous crowd who are themselves blind and they want to make you blind, but you're not going to do that. See, because the problem is the blind people think that they are going very safe. Ha! Guess what? There's no safety. If you think you are closing your two eyes and walking and thinking that you are not going to fall down the valley, good luck. That's a very wishful thinking. But if you have your eyes open, which is precisely what awakening means, you know exactly what you need to do. You know your priorities then. And if you're fearful of taking to the path of truth and love and genuine being of your own self, you should not be in fear. Because I will tell you this, which a lot of masters have told, and I've studied from them. I'm supremely thankful to Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj, who has awakened this. And I've just been doing his practice for many years, for 4 years, or maybe more than that. And to Sri Ramana Maharishi, and their truth has just blossomed in me. And I'm extremely thankful for that. Why do I share this messages? So that if you are watching my video and you do resonate with this, I just want to spread the goodness and the beauty that lies deep within. And you need not run after material things to prove that yes, if unless and until I do not have that huge house, I'm not worthy. Unless and until I do not have this and that amount of finances, I'm not worthy. That's not true. Because the real abundance starts from within. If you're not tapped inside, forget, just forget being happy in the outer world. So the whole point is, if you're scared of taking on this path of truth and being good because others will mock at you and society will run you down, you are pretty false, because this is all a game of blind leading the blind. So if you have given in and you think that okay, me playing, I'm just trying to play safe because I would rather act ignorant so that others, I'm getting support from others. Ha! This is very funny because nobody is going to support you. You are absolutely on your own. You are 100% on your own. So if you have a family system which is broken, which is the case, people just stay together just to prove that they have somebody. Truly, there's nobody for no one. Because everybody's path is unique. Every being that is born is like a fingerprint. You've got to find your way. You cannot just fool around and stay ignorant and expect others to support you in your ignorance. It's all a game. We are all here to play the game. And if you mess around, you're just going to keep losing. And for that, you're going to keep hating your own self. And then that hate will manifest on the other people who are doing it right. You will say, why is he being so authentic? Why are they just learning? While I'm here, I'm not learning anything at all. Yeah, because you did not choose to. Because you chose to stay ignorant. You chose to stay dumb. You chose to not shine your light. And now, guess what? You should pay the price. And that price is of self-guilt, and you're going to hate yourself all your life. And if you think money is going to save you from that, absolutely no. You might have things, you might have see material gains or so-called fame, which is also very fleeting. Nobody truly values you. In fact, how you are all the time self-centered around yourself, everybody else is also doing the same thing. Understand? Everybody's playing the same game. So if you're trying to look for approval and validation from others, good luck to you. There's nobody out there. It's all you. As Nisargadatta Maharaj says, this entire world is a web and manifestation of your own being. So understand that you are dreaming, and this whole thing is a dream world. And you are dreaming, you are making some negative characters, and you are making some good characters, wherein you say, yeah, this guy has got the right vibe. I like him. This person has got a nice vibe. I like them, even without talking to them. Why? Because they're emitting a good energy. They're just emitting good vibes. You just know that. Like if you're an intuitive person like me, you just know that. Who cuts off your vibe and who is vibing like you. Because I'm a very high energetic being and I can sense the vibes. So, the whole point here is to watch your own self. And in fact, there's also, like Sufi saint Rumi says, there are million ways to reach the supreme. So it's not just a one-way path that you need to go only this way. I stick to Nisargadatta Maharaj because that works for me. You need to pick whatever works for you. But I'm just sharing what works for me, what keeps me in the center, what keeps me in true love, what keeps me in self-abundance, in joy of living, in truly being. That does not mean that you're not you would not die. That means like the biological processes happen and you would die when the body's time has come. But you, as Nisargadatta Maharaj says, it would not affect me in the least when the body dies. So this is for whom? For somebody who has stayed with the practice, who truly loves the master, who obeys the master, who is truly taking everything that the master is saying and not being run by the wilderness, by the wild acts of society, Like you're on the street and somebody just cuts you off and yelling you, just calling out names to you, or something like that. So you understand that that person is depressed. They need help. So just let go. You just need to let go. Because understand that for somebody who has not worked on their own self, they're always going to find the status and, they're always going to do that blame game. They're all the narcissist. Because the narcissist knows this game very well of how they want to keep you confused. They do not want to stay you at your own center because then they know that you are going to shine like diamond. They don't want that. So stay yourself and have the courage to stick to truth because that's where the beauty is. And also know that when you take to the path of truth, there'll be a lot of things that you will lose, so called, from your older sense. But in a true sense, you're gaining every single thing and way much more. I cannot even tell this in words how I feel inside myself. It's amazing. It's just beautiful. So stay on the path of truth and just do good and be good because that's the only way you can achieve to greatness. And there's no achieving, there's just about being who you are, and your true being is out there waiting for you. It has always been there. It's beautiful, it's magnificent, it's graceful, it has got the charm, it's confident, shining bright. So stop playing small and stop acting dumb just to stay safe. There's no safety out there. You'll just get killed that way. Thanks for now. See you.